Day 92 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. You know how we do. And this time we're at day 92, guys. We're doing some easy array problems because we're going back to the fundamentals. We did the LeetCode 75, and it's time to start from the beginning, get up, strengthen our fundamentals, and strengthen that foundation so we could attack any LeetCode problem that comes our way. So in order to do that, we're going to start with some arrays. I'm thinking about doing maybe a month or two of array string problems, just so we could really build the foundation and the fundamentals that we're going to need to continue with our LeetCode journey. Now, before we get started, guys, don't forget, bring your mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, guys. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, guys. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. Drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and we could help get this Swift content out to a broader audience and do our part in helping to build the Swift community, guys. Now, with all that being said, I know why you're here. You want to see the question. And today we have question number 3190. Find minimum operations to make all elements divisible by 3. The difficulty level is easy, guys, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible because we're all trying to learn here, and there's no point in trying to code something that nobody's going to understand. So let's read the question. It says you are given an integer array nums. In one operation, you can add or subtract 1 from any element of nums. Return the minimum number of operations to make all elements of nums divisible by 3. So let's see what they're talking about by looking at the example. So in the example, we have input nums, which is an array of integers 1, 2, 3, 4. The output is 3. The explanation says all of the elements can be made divisible by 3 using 3 operations, right? So you could subtract 1 from 1, you could add 1 to 2, or you could subtract 1 from 4. So let's break that down, look it up here. We're trying to make everything in this array divisible by 3. We have different operations we can use. We can either subtract 1 or we can add 1. So to any element. So let's start from the beginning. We started 1, we could add 1 and that would make it 2, but 2 is not divisible by 3. Or we could subtract 1 and just get it out of the array altogether. So we're going to just subtract 1, since if we added 1, it still wouldn't be divisible by 3. So we're just going to get rid of that. Boom. Then we're going to come over to 2. All we have to do to make 2 divisible by 3 is add 1 to 2. So that will turn the 2 into 3. And so that will make it divisible by 3. And then we can move on to the next. So those are 2 operations right there. We come to 3. 3 is already divisible by 3, so we don't need any operations for that. Then we come to 4. If we want to make 4 divisible by 3, we have to subtract 1 from 4. And that will make it 3. And that's one more operation, which in total is going to be 3 operations. We're going to subtract 1 from 1, add 1 to 2, and subtract 1 from 4, and those are our 3 operations. That's why the output is 3. So let's look at example 2. Example 2, we have the same thing. Input nums, an array of integers 3, 6, and 9. They are all divisible by 3, so the output is 0 because we don't need to do any operations to any of the elements in the array, guys. So now that we understand the question, let's get to the fun part, the code. And guess what, guys? We got a one-liner. So yeah, we got a one-liner. We're going to keep it simple and easy to understand. You know how we do. And this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to say return. Then we're going to say nums.filter. We're going to open up the parentheses. Then we're going to open up the brackets, guys. Then after we open up the brackets, we're going to say $0. Right? Then we're going to say mod 3. So that's going to find the remainder of 3. So this right here is going to give us the remainder of every element that's in the array. The 0 represents each element, and this is going to divide each element by 3 and give us the remainder, right? Then we're going to say is not equal to 0. So this is going to separate all of the elements that are not already divisible by 3, right? Because we can only do, we can only add 1 or subtract 1 from each element in the array. So we already know each element we can only perform one operation for each element. So how many elements are not divisible by 3 at the beginning, that lets us know that's how many elements, or that's how many operations we are going to do. So really we just have to count how many elements in the array are not already divisible by 3, and that's going to let us know how many operations that we need to complete, because you can only do one operation per element. So that's going to filter those out, and then we're just going to say return.count. I mean, not return.count, period.count. And that's all it is, guys. So let's run it and see how it runs. Hope that made sense to you guys. It's an easy problem. It's an easy solution, easy to understand, and it's accepted, guys. So let's run it and submit it. Let's submit it and see what happens after we submit it, guys. Let's see what that time is looking like. Boom. 5 milliseconds beats 43.84% of users with Swift, guys. That's what I like to see. We could get those numbers up, but remember, we're just learning here. We're all learning here. We're not really worried about the time. We're more worried about the thinking process and how we are going to understand the code that's being written, so that we can apply that understanding to future problems, guys. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys learned something today, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.